Yo-ho! I am here, and I am Emma from Emma's Happy Place Arts and Crafts, and we are going to craft with shrink plastic. I do have a website as well, which is emmashappyplace.co.uk, where you can actually get the printed shrink sheets from that we're going to be using. Bear with. I'm doing the whole thing. Hi, Maureen. I am just doing the thing. The thing which I always struggle with doing. Bear with. Just takes us a minute or two. Has everybody had a nice day? Right, there it is. That's that one. To go in there. And here. Right, that's all I can find on there. So I've just got to do this bit. Hi, Brenda. Are you all right, me lovely? Right, I'm done. Done. I am here. Tonight we're going to do shrink plastic. I've noticed a couple of people are having a little bit bother with the crumpling up. So we're going to troubleshoot basically. But I did actually order some smaller sheets of shrink. Hold on, let's find one. But I haven't ordered loads, and they are like half size. So the stud size, but I wanted to know who would like them and who wouldn't before I put an order in. So it's like 2 per sheet, like the big one. But there's the little studs I've made, and they are just so cute. I'll make them like a jewellery pack. So I'll put some stud backs in and things. But I'm not going to order them if everybody prefers the bigger ones. But you know, I'll pop them there for now, and I'll move that over, and I'll probably address it again when we get more in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this down to start off with, and we'll start off with the biggest flower because I have a feeling it might be the biggest size shrink that people are struggling with. Oh, and everybody here is okay, and is the light okay? Oh. And you can actually make buttons and things with shrink plastic as well, which is just uber cool. I mean, there'd be fancy buttons. It wouldn't be like buttons for a coat or a pair of jeans. Like decorative buttons, so bags and things like that. Hi, Tracy. So you absolutely can make buttons. So all I'm doing is I'm cutting it out. I'm staying quite far away from it because it shrinks down. You're not going to be able to see whether it's up to the line or not. And if you want to put a pendant or something on it, I would leave more and I would put the hole through there. To put the hole through, you're going to need quite a strong hole punch. I've got the crocodile, but you don't need a crocodile. You can use other hole punches as well. So I'm going to make this a button, I think. Yeah, why not? I make it a button. So I'm going to put 2 holes quite far away from each other because when it shrinks, it's obviously going to shrink down, and I'm using the biggest hole as well. You see? And then we're just going to shrink it. So if you wouldn't mind liking and sharing as well, that would be absolutely awesome. Yep, the big bite will work fine with shrink. I'm going to use an acrylic block as well. And I did find this, which is a silicone mat. You can just work on your glass mat though. I just thought you'd be able to see better with it being white. We found out the other week that paper's not the best bet because the shrink sticks to the back of it, didn't we? I found that out. Never even thought about it, but a glass mat or on greaseproof paper or silicone mat, something like that, or put them in the oven on greaseproof paper. The oven, you have more control, and there is instructions in every single shrink that gets sent out. So I'm going to heat the heat tool up. I've got this one. What I can say about the other ones is they're quite powerful. So keep it further away. And if it's got a lower setting, put it on the lower setting. This one's more gentle, so I hold it closer up. The other one, I've got mine blew up. That's why I've got this one. It set fire on telly, didn't it? Hi, Kim. You fell asleep. It's because it's dark and miserable. It's dying. I'll probably say it all again anyway. What I've just said, excuse me. But you can always just watch the first few minutes back. Hi, Jane. The snow's it's here, but it's just like wet, slushy, horrible stuff. So I've let the heat tool heat up, and I'm using an acrylic block. And all I'm going to do is move it around. Rather than hold it in one place, it will melt it. And I know there's a tendency to kind of panic when it starts to crumple up. Just move it around a little bit. A gentler heat tool is definitely easier. And I'm using the acrylic block to keep it still. And normally I say start the matte side up, but it really shouldn't matter too much. And just turn it over and then turn it back again. And you can use tweezers if you don't like the heat, and then pop your acrylic block on top. But definitely the hotter heat tools, if you just blaring it in one place and holding it still, it's gonna melt and become like brittle and awful. But if you don't quite shrink it enough, it's not gonna thingy either. But there's the button. And now you could quite easily resin on top of this, or just leave it like that. And that's your button. It would be a decorative button. It wouldn't be like a button for jeans or a coat. But that's the biggest flower. And then going in for the smaller size ones. Where's my sheet gone? So we'll do a smaller butterfly. And this one, if it's going to be a pendant or a keyring, what I would do is I would just cut any sharp edges off, just like that. You don't have to sort of worry about the shape too much because it does shrink down quite a bit. And then I would leave this bit here at the top to put the hole in. Again, you could take it down a little bit further and round if you're just going to pop it on a card or something as an embellishment. And then I'll turn it the side. What I'll do is, again, any hole punch will do. I like this one because it goes through everything basically. And keeping it quite away from the top, because sometimes, I mean, this might be a bit too close, it might split. So further down would have been easier, but, you know. Starting matte side up again, heat the heat tool up. And we'll do a few, in fact, we'll do the full sheet that I've got left. And again, moving it round. If it starts to blow, just hold it in place with your acrylic block. And then this happens sometimes. Don't worry if you stop halfway. This, it kind of gets like a little bobble on. Just turn it over, and that's just something to do with the way it's being shrunk. Just turn it over, and so if you stop halfway through and walk away or you need to go to the toilet, it doesn't matter, just come back and keep shrinking it. Hi, Sammy. Again, and then back. And I do have, I think the only ones that are out of stock, the shrink plastics, are the Christmas ones. So the rest are on the website. And there we go, another one. And I have this shrink. I tested so many shrinks out, honestly, like so many different brands and sheets of it. And this one was the best one because it doesn't tend to snap or crinkle up too much. But definitely, if you're struggling with the heat tool, pop them in the oven. It won't, the fumes and things won't harm anything in the oven. It's just you pop them on shrink plastic, matte side up, pop them in the oven, whatever the instructions say. I haven't got any here. And then when you take them out of the oven, put something on top of them to flatten them because they will obviously curl up. So when they're still hot, just leave them on the tray, pop something on top, and it will go flat. I'm going to go the next size down. So this is the next size down in the flowers. And obviously, if you get 2 sheets, like 2 lots of the same sheet, you can start making earrings and things, little studs and things. Now, these ones here are a smaller size. As I was saying about this, these ones, they are half the size of the bigger ones. And I was going to make like a earring kit with them, or a jewelry kit or something, but I haven't ordered them yet. So I was wondering if anybody would be interested, basically, before I did, or if you just prefer the bigger ones. And I can obviously do other designs as well. I just thought these were really pretty for the summer coming, with the flowers and things. And those studs there that I've made, again, go in with the February Lovaways and all the stuff I'm giving away with orders off the website. All the way through February. So far, I think everybody's getting something. And then this one can be... Do you know what? This one I'm just going to leave. I'm not putting a hole in it. This can be a topper for a card. Okay, heat tool on, heat it up. No problem, Sammy. I'll get on it. And then... Yeah, so pretty much everything I'm making during February, I'm going to pop into orders as well. I've still got pens. I've still got the giveaway in the group for the makes. See that there, everybody would panic at that, and I would have done. All I'm going to do is, and still hot, turn it over and start heating this side. Won't worry about it. And it does, see how it starts to flatten out? Don't worry about it. And over. And it does get hot. You don't want to hold it and hold it and hold it. It would be a choice. You could do whichever. You could have some of both in. And then again, flatten it with the acrylic block. There we go. So it really is keeping control of it, not taking it too far. But I do think the ones that I've seen, I don't think they were finished off. Oh, I think my mat's starting. I don't think it's a heat resistant mat. I just used this because it's white and I thought you could see better. Oh, again, we'll go with smaller. The shrink plastic is absolutely fantastic, honestly. I'd never get bored of it. Ever, ever, ever. Hi, Dominique. Hi, anybody else that's come in and have missed. Again, don't worry about leaving too much around. I don't really give too much thought to it. I mean, you can go in further if you want to. I tend to just leave a border. And then again, mat side up. Now, it doesn't say in the instructions mat side up. This is just something I've learned myself. Again, holding it down with the acrylic block or a silicone tool or something that's heat resistant, spatula, something. And again, and it curls. Don't panic, it's supposed to. And then over, and that'll finish it off. Now, what you can do is, now that it's hot, you can actually, and it is hot, curl it up. Turn on its side and curl it up. And it just takes a few seconds to cool down. Doesn't take long at all. You have 3D embellishments. But if it does curl up and you don't want it to, just reheat it and put it down. Oh, I've got poppy ears tonight. It's driving us insane. I don't know if it's because the weather's changing or what. It keeps popping. Oh, we'll do these last couple and then I'll show you the little mini kits that I've got. Now, I know the website's been a bit of a monster and it keeps telling us stuff's out of stock when it's not, so I'll double check it after. But the blue butterflies are back in stock as well, the pet stickers. Okay, mat side up, and what we're going to do with this one, we'll just heat it actually, because all these can go as toppers and things. I'll pop all of these in orders as well. Hi, Donna. Okay. Okay, turned over. You can see that little knobbly bit I keep talking about? I think this silicone mat is actually, look at it, bubbling up. I don't think it's a heat-proof mat. So how's everybody feeling about it now? So there I've got a bit of a dent at the back, but I'm not bothered about that. You can go and reheat it again if you want, but you can't see it on the top. And we'll do the last one because we can. I would love to know why my ears are popping. Anybody else get poppy ears or just me? Yeah, honestly, don't overthink it. If you've got a stronger heat gun, hold it back. If you still kind of get the hang of it, the oven would be the best bet. And like I say, it's not going to give off any fumes or anything. It doesn't take long. And when you take it out the oven, it's still in the tray. Just put something flat on the top of it and it'll stay flat. Absolutely no problem at all. Yeah, we'll do this one. So mat side up. Keep the heat tool moving. Don't panic when it curls. And using something to hold it down or control it a little bit definitely helps. But it's just practice. It's like anything. I know when I first started using it and it used to curl and stuff, and I didn't get good results at first either. It is just practice like everything. And on top. So this is what we have done, and that one's hot. Oh, we've made a 3D butterfly. We've made a one that could go on a key ring. It could be a little journal charm. We've made the button. And then we've done these three, which could go on a card. These could go on a card just like that. Just a nice simple card or a gift tag holder. Could have a butterfly on top, and they're just so cute. Now, because the shrink plastic, it's like you can't use a water-based sealer over the top of them because the ink would move because of the process of it. Basically, to get it to stay, you've got to use alcohol or something, but the printing process here. So what I would suggest is resin or a solvent-based varnish or something if it's going to be a lot of use. I just use a UV resin, not that one because it's stuck. And Pentot do a UV resin, Amazon do a UV resin. Or you don't really need to if it's not going to be jewelry or whatever. I will find a different thing to resin though. All I'll do is put a dollop on. I will go through all my sealers and let you know which one's the bestest. Yeah, it is definitely practice makes perfect, isn't it? And you can take a cocktail stick or a porty tool or whatever and just pull it out. And this is just like a scratch coat. If it's for journals and stuff, you don't have to worry about it. I've never had an issue with them scratching. I just think it looks good. And to be honest, I'd probably prefer the matte way as earrings. You just want to be able to wear them in the shower. I think we can kind of see it. Put gloves on as well if you're working with resin. Don't do as I do as I say. Oh, there. I'll leave that there because I'll be able to pick the resin off after I have melted it. Yeah, nail polish should work, I think. I'll have to try it though because it might be water-based. I would have to try it. I suppose you could tip it on and move it around, but I'll have to try it first before I say yes to that. If you get any bubbles in your resin, just... I mean, the little bottles of UV resin are like £2.50. Yeah, to be honest, I think that's what I've got. It keeps buzzing as well. I think I've had it all my life. I've always had ear, nose and throat issues. I've lost me torch. Where is it? I said I was ready. I knew I was lying. Where's it gone? And whoever I said I was ready to, I jinxed it. So I would use a UV torch that mine's vanished off the face of the earth. It's got to be next to us. I had it. I used it. Oh. Bear with. Well, I think the fairies have got that as well. I'm not looking at it, am I? That's really, really gone. I'll find it upstairs or something. Anyway, what I would do is stick a UV torch on it or stick it in the sun. No, here it is. Here it is. UV torch. And it doesn't take too long at all, but you can just stick it in the window when it's sunny. Yeah, Christopher's got tinnitus. Me, I've had grommets and things, and as a kid, I've always had weird ears. And Christopher, believe it or not, started off, this is how it started with birds. We found out bird songs sort of control his a little bit, stop it being so bad. But since then, he's discovered that rock music does the same thing. So I'm not complaining. I quite like the music he listens to. Like the guitar. And we did find out that the recorder makes it worse. You know, when they learn the recorder at school. And then his teacher told us I was lying. He didn't have tinnitus. He just didn't want to play the recorder. So that went down like a lead balloon. I know. It's like the never-ending winter, isn't it? There we go anyway. And that leaves a nice sheen. I'll pop that there. Right, little kits. So I've done the shrink plastic. I'm not staying on too late tonight because I do have a date with my little sister. Well, phone date. So the floral one is gone. But I do have... Which one have I got that I haven't played with? Whoa! That was an avalanche and a half. Put that back. Oh, God. Oh, crikey. So this one is like wizards and things like that. So it comes in a little box like this. There's three, there's two different ones now. There is a Trace the Case one, which is the thing that went flying. So a bit like Sherlock Holmes. And then this one. So this little book is full of small backing papers. And they are just so stinking cute. So cute. So you could use this book as your journal if you wanted to. Quite easy. That was a craft avalanche and a half. I think that's the biggest one we've had this year. So really, really cool. So a little book like that. You could use that as a journal, but I would pull the books out and make another journal out of the cover. You get lace. And then you get little washi stickers. And loads of little ephemera. Little pockets and things. So it's already die cut out, just fold. Then you can make little die cuts and things to go in. You get a moth. I think you get a moth or a butterfly in them all. And then little pockets and things, these little envelopes so you can put, you know, if you've got one of those little printers that do the tiny photographs. So this here, and I mean draw around these as well and use them as templates. So that, and then it will go inside your journal like that. This is so cute, Helen. So cute. And I mean, obviously you could mix and match this with any of your other crafts that you've got. So little journaling cards and things. Butterfly, this one. I'm just going to show you these ones here. Use it as a template as well. You fold them all down. We'll do some more with these. But that's if there's any left. I think there's only a couple left on the web. Most of them went. So, fold it all down, backwards and forwards. And this is so cool. And this one could be a template if you could scan it in and make it bigger. So them two bits will fold in them two sides like that. And then that there. And then you glue that side and that side to a book or inside a card like that. And then it opens like that. How cool is that? Yeah, the UV resin sets the resin hard. If I do miss any questions when I'm live, just give us a shout afterwards. Send us a message. We've got little envelopes and things in there as well. You just fold them down. They're just so stinking cute. But to me, I wouldn't use it as a journal. I would use all these as different backing papers, and then I would probably make a bigger size journal than this one, and maybe make something to go inside the cover of this and just make it go further. But they get the lace in as well, and they're just so stinking cute. But I'll double check and see what's left. I don't think there's much left, to be honest, of them. But there is another one of the smaller texture kits, and it's in cream. That's on. I haven't got one next to us because I'm not that organised ever. The blue butterflies are back. There's some other stuff back in stock, but that's it for tonight. I'm going to go and ring my little sister and see what we're doing, because me and her are going out Sunday. And I've lost my little witch's hat. But I will see you Sunday evening. We're going out during the day. And have a lovely rest of the week. Thank you very much. Let us know if you get any issues though with the shrink. Don't forget, I'm putting free gifts in all the orders for February because it's the month of love. And we're going to call them Loveaways because I heard it somewhere and I'm stealing it. Don't know. I think there's still a couple left. Run. But the flower one isn't there. But I am going to try and get some more. This one here is one. This is like the detective one. And what I've done is there's the papers I've took out. And this is what I've started. I've made the book into it. Like I've changed the book. So I've pulled all the pages out. And then I've done it in watercolour paper. And I will show you how to do this another time. But yeah, that's the plan. And there's some spare sheets and things. But I've just took it all to bits. I think it can make the kit go quite far. And then just make other journals and things to go in it. But we might do that Sunday if I haven't already said I'll do something. We'll make a tiny journal to go with the tiny thingies. I'll double check the website. Like I say, it's been a bit of a pain in the neck. And I'll try and get some more of the flower ones. Lots and lots of love. I am going to go. I will see you Sunday at 7 p.m. Have a lovely weekend. Bye for now.